Today we're in Monrovia, California for the 1985 filming location, Mask. So why don't you please join me. This movie is based on a true story about Rocky Dennis. Young kid, got a condition called Lionitis, CCD, where you grow calcium in your skull. It doesn't stop growing. It deforms you and it ends up taking your life. The movie would have started off like this, with a shot going to those three windows, which would have been Rocky's bedroom window. That's where he's putting his 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers baseball cards up on the wall and circling his map of Europe. Swing set would have been right here. You would have seen the bikers, Gar and Dozer and all of them, pull up right here. They would have pulled up into this driveway.
I've been doing for 5 hours.
Well, we made it to Rocky's high school, and it's under construction. That would have been the entrance to the school right there as Rocky enters school, and those kids were making fun of him, and Dozer follows them up there, and then the kids take off running.
Thanks, Doze. No. I gotta do this alone. Have a good day. Hey, kid, why don't you take off your mask?
You would have seen that shopping center that's right across the street.
Come on, let's get out.
You're a lawyer, Doze.
Bullshit rules!
You would have seen Estelle Getty and her husband, which would have been Rocky's grandparents, driving up this street, swerving back and forth. You would have seen these houses right here. They're real prominent in this. Rocky's grandparents would have pulled up right out front here. And on that little concrete slab walkway, him and his grandpa would have been play fighting. And then you would have saw that house over there in the background as well.
Honey boy! Honey boy!
Well, what are you gonna do? Try out for the Knicks? Look how tall he's getting, Evelyn. Hey, come on. Fast, come on, fast. Quick. Get the what?
You would have seen everybody sitting on that porch.
Hey, Screech.
Rocky didn't want to go to his graduation. Gar tells him to go get a beer.
I'm not going. Why? I don't have anything to wear.
He heads back in and finds a suit in the refrigerator.
Get me another beer. No.
There's a really great shot right here when you see Dozer didn't want to give blood, and you see him come out this back gate right here. Funny scene.
Hey, Doze.
So right here, you would have seen Gar and a couple of the other bikers come up the street here to tell Rocky and Dusty that Red passed away. You can see that church in the background right there. All right, right here there would have been a deleted scene. In some of the videos it's in, some it's not. But when Red passes away, this is where they would have dug that big hole in the ground at the cemetery to put him and his Harley in it. All the motorcycles would have been right out here in the street. You would have seen that gate over there.
And the breath of a sweet woman on the back of your neck.
They're cutting trees down all over the place here. All the motorcycles would have been backed in right there. Right here. I'm gonna give you 21, Red, and that guy's shooting his gun. Was right here.
Get the 21 guns, Red!
There would have been a tree just down here on the right. That's where Rocky would have been sitting. Rusty, played by Cher, would have walked down there to talk with him. So right here is where Rusty and Rocky were sitting talking at Red's funeral. And you can see those tombstones in the background. Behind them while they're talking. So right here you would have had Dozer, Gar, and Cher would have pulled up in the truck and got out after Rocky passed away, and they're visiting his tombstone. You can see that curve in the road. You can see some of the monuments in the background. And then right here between this tree that they cut down and that tree that they cut down was Rocky's tombstone. It would have said Roy L. Dennison on it. And you would have seen Dozer picking the grass, cleaning it up. Setting the flowers down and also putting some of Rocky's 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers baseball cards. On his tombstone. You would have seen Cher walk over here by this fence line, just back a little bit, but you would have seen that building across the street and that apartment complex as well. They're both in the background where Cher's over by the fence thinking about Rocky. Cher's standing right about here. And how you could tell is you could see these two tombstones right here.
These things are good. Ice cream and cake.
And this one laying on the ground And the movie was leaning up against that one right there.
Ride on a Harley, seeing monkeys in the trees, the rain on my tongue, and the sun shining on my face.